All right, today we're doing a real deep dive, a business case study, if you will. We're going to deconstruct how a modern digital brand was built, literally from scratch, and scaled into this multi-million-dollar empire just by absolutely owning a very, very specific niche.
So that's the big question, right? It's the one every digital entrepreneur is asking. How do you actually cut through all the noise, find a loyal audience, and then turn all that attention into a real, sustainable business? Well, the story we're about to get into, it's a pretty powerful blueprint.
So let's start with the sheer scale of this thing. 9.5 million. That's the number of people following our subject on just one platform, Instagram. That is a massive digital footprint, and it tells you everything you need to know about the power of her brand.
And this is the price of admission. $35 a month for her premium content. You know, it's not the cheapest out there, not by a long shot. And that immediately tells you something. This is a high-value brand. She's not trying to compete on price, she's competing on quality and unique experience.
And this is what it all adds up to. An estimated $5 million per year. We're talking about Alexis Mucci, an Italian creator who took this anime-inspired look and turned it into an absolute business powerhouse. So how in the world did she do it?
Okay, so first things first, let's break down how she actually forged this brand identity. Because this wasn't an accident, no way. It was a series of really smart, calculated decisions that created this super powerful and recognizable persona.
Let's just look at where she started. Alexis Mucci kicked off her career back in 2015 when she was 27. Now, that's a really key detail. A lot of creators start when they're teenagers, but she came into this with life experience, a certain maturity, and a professional mindset right from day one. Her success really hinges on finding this incredible niche. See, she didn't just make adult content. She brilliantly fused it with the whole visual language of anime and cosplay. And by doing that, she tapped into this huge, passionate global community that was just waiting for a creator who spoke their language.
You know, her whole approach to being authentic is also a huge piece of the puzzle. She's been really open about cosmetic procedures, but she frames it not as trying to become some fantasy, but as a personal choice to feel more confident. That kind of ownership of her image, it built this really strong connection with her fans. They see her as honest and totally in control. But look, a strong brand is only one piece of it, right? You need an engine to actually power the thing. And this is where Mucci's strategy is just, wow, it's a masterclass. She built this whole multi-platform system designed to funnel her audience exactly where she wants them to go. Just look at this breakdown. It's a classic marketing funnel. You've got TikTok with its insane viral algorithm acting as the top of the funnel, just grabbing new eyeballs. Then Instagram is like the carefully curated PG-13 showroom that displays the brand's whole vibe. X, or Twitter, is for more direct, unfiltered fan interaction, and all of those roads lead to one place, OnlyFans. That's the core premium product, where the business actually makes its money.
And the way she makes money is brilliantly diversified. Yeah, subscriptions are the biggest slice of the pie, but it's not the whole story. You've got pay-per-view content, sponsorships, direct tips. It creates all these different streams of revenue. And that's not just about making more money, it's a crucial strategy for stability. For a creator in an industry this volatile, that diversification is like a psychological safety net. If one stream dries up a bit, the others can pick up the slack.
But it's not all business all the time. She's a master at humanizing her brand, too. On TikTok, you'll find these videos of her making traditional Italian pasta from scratch. It's this perfect mix of sexy and relatable, and it shows a personal passion that builds a connection that goes way beyond just the anime persona. All right, now for her most ambitious move yet. In 2023, she made this huge leap. She went from being just another creator on various platforms to becoming a platform herself. This is the story of the House of Mucci.
So what is the House of Mucci? Well, it's not just a fancy house. It's a luxury villa in Switzerland that's been specifically designed to be an all-inclusive content creation hub for other creators. Seriously, think of it like a creative studio, a rental property, and a networking event, all rolled into one.
I mean, she basically identified every single headache a traveling content creator has, finding cool locations, setting up lighting, hiring a team, and she just solved it. The house offers this all-in-one package deal. Creators can book a stay and crank out weeks' worth of high-quality content in just a few days. This move was just an absolute masterstroke for so many reasons. First, it diversifies her income beyond her own content. Second, it immediately positions her as a leader in the industry. Third, it creates this amazing networking hotbed. And fourth, and this is the kicker, she gets unlimited access to an incredible location for her own photo shoots. It's a win-win-win-win. But, an empire of this size doesn't just happen without a cost. To really get the full picture here, we have to look at the challenges, the less glamorous realities that are going on behind all this success. There's this really stark contrast between what the public sees and what her private reality is. On one side, you've got all the glamour, the luxury, the financial freedom, the fame. But behind the scenes, there's a constant mental load, serious privacy concerns, and a ton of stigma from the mainstream world. And these aren't just like abstract problems. We're talking about the relentless pressure to create content every single day, which leads to burnout. We're talking about the very real danger of stalkers and people leaking her personal information. Then there's navigating the expectations of a traditional Italian family and even facing huge institutional barriers, like banks literally refusing to work with her, even with all her financial success.
So when you boil it all down, what is her legacy? Well, no matter what you think about her content, Alexis Mucci has absolutely professionalized the creator space. She's proven that if you invest in high-quality production, build a distinct brand, and diversify your business, you can build long-term sustainable success.
Which kind of brings us to our final question, doesn't it? By mastering a niche, building this incredible multi-platform funnel, and then making the pivot to become a platform provider herself, has Alexis Mucci basically created the new blueprint for digital entrepreneurship? It is a really powerful model to think about.